We're going to do a little bit of some quick warm-up exercises from what we've learned last week. And
Okay.
we're continuing on today's session. And today, our main goal is to dive deep into continuing mastering articulation and enunciation. So we're going to continue to focus on that, and we will definitely sharpen on that. So again, this is for the people who were here last week. I know for the rest of the new people, you guys didn't get a chance to you guys probably seen the video, but you guys haven't gotten a chance to actually learn and participate in what we're doing here. So I'm going to start off with Mr. Leto. All right, now let me have you go ahead and read this sentence right here.
He asked he asked for help, but nobody responded.
Let's try it one more time.
He asked he asked for help, but nobody responded.
So here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing he asked. You're bringing in an H. So let's try
Yeah.
pronouncing it.
I can notice that.
Let's try it one more time.
Okay. He asked for help, but nobody responded.
He asked for help, but nobody responded. Let's try one more time.
Uh, he asked for help, but nobody responded.
Okay, let's try right here.
She worked hard and passed the final exam.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Leto. Thank you.
Okay,
Let me call
you're
on
welcome.
Mr. Nico. If you don't mind, I would like for you to go ahead and read this one right here for us.
Okay, communication is the key to every relationship.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to Mr. Nico. Thank you, Mr. Leto. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you, though.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
no problem, no problem. You're fine. You can go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Right. Communication is the key to every relationship.
Perfect. Let's try this one right here.
The electricity went out during the storm.
Nice. Let's try this one.
He asked for help, but nobody responded.
Let's try it again.
He asked for help, but nobody responded.
Let's try bringing the B in nobody. Nobody responded.
Uh, he asked for help, but nobody responded.
But nobody responded.
Nobody responded.
Body.
Body.
So let's try it again.
He asked for help, but nobody responded.
He asked for help, but nobody. Nobody. We got to bring in the D and the Y a little bit. Let's try it again.
Right? He asked for help, but nobody responded.
That's a little bit much better. Let's do this one right here.
We submitted the application before the deadline.
We submitted. Let's try it again.
We submitted. Uh, is it like that? Submitted.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. We submitted the application before the deadline.
Okay, let's try this one right here.
Uh, he didn't finish his assignment on time.
Nice. So pretty much, right, before I jump on to the next person, right, for everybody that's new here, right, I want to start off with explaining a little bit of what we're doing. So what we're doing is we're practicing articulation, and we're also practicing, sorry, I spelled enunciation wrong down here, enunciation as well too. These are the two things we're actually practicing. Enunciation is pretty much learning how to speak words clearly. Articulation in short form is how to pronounce the sounds clearly or formulate the correct sounds of words, right? And that's what we're doing right now. We're practicing articulation and enunciation. A lot of people have problems, especially when it comes to speaking. And the reason why you're still having an accent is because you're not focusing on pronouncing the sounds clearly and you're not speaking the words clearly. So what does that mean? When you come across a sentence like this, you need to read it as it is. This information is incredibly important. if you paid attention to how I pronounce or how I articulated this sentence very well, I'm pronouncing it word for word as it is. And so the reason why I had, for example, Mr. Leto or our brother Nico read the words very well is because we want to hear the sounds very well. For example, if you paid attention, there was a slight error in terms of how he pronounced nobody. We didn't hear the body at the end. So that takes away from what you're saying. And so these are the two things that actually goes into learning how to speak clearly, speaking with confidence, and being able to pronounce your sentences very well is articulation and enunciation. And it's very important, especially when it comes to English. So now, with that, keep that in mind, right? Let me call on Miss Farah real quick. And Miss Farah, if you don't mind, I would like for you to read a couple of sentences for me.
Okay.
Let's start with this one.
We submitted the application before the deadline.
So we submitted the application before the deadline. Let's try that.
Deadline, okay. We submitted the application before the deadline.
Let's try this one right here.
He didn't finish his assignment on time.
Perfect. Let's do this one right here.
They celebrated the achievement with enthusiasm.
That's really good. That was actually pretty good. Let's try it one more time for clarity.
Okay. They celebrate. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
They celebrated the achievement with enthusiasm.
Let's try pronouncing this word by itself.
Celebrated.
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 Okay, let's try it one more time.
They celebrated the achievement with enthusiasm.
Try just pronouncing just this area again.
Okay. Celebrated their achievement.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let me have you read this last one right here.
He worked hard and passed the final exam.
Perfect. 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 Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So for everybody, once again, this is exactly what we're working towards on, and we're continuing today's session on focusing on articulation and enunciation. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into today's session. Once again, continuing on mastering articulation and enunciation. Here are the objectives for today. The goal is to strengthen clarity in speech. See, one way is you may have an accent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an accent at some point. And sometimes I would say it's not bad that you have an accent, right? Although we want to learn the American accent, we want to speak more with clarity and stuff like that. It's okay to develop the American accent. But even if you still have your accent, the goal is clarity in speech. The goal is, if I'm speaking to you, you need to be able to understand what I'm saying. That's the whole goal of English, is if I'm communicating, you can understand, I can understand. If you're talking to me, I'm talking to you, everybody can fully understand. And that comes with clarity in speech. So today we're going to focus on enunciating consonants, vowels, and syllables. Remember, consonants are I'm going to write it down one more time. Consonants are all your alphabetical letters that are not A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U are your vowels. Everything else, right? Let me do this. Let me copy this real quick. Let's paste it down here. Everything else are your consonants. Keep that in mind. These are your B, C, D, G, J, and the rest of the alphabets. So these are vowels. These are consonants. So we're going to focus on consonants. We're going to focus on vowels, and we're also going to focus on syllables. Syllables is how many beats per word. Let me explain. When you take a look at this word is mastering. So when you pronounce mastering, you're pronouncing 3 beats. Mastering. When you look at articulation has the same level of beats. Articulation. That's 5 beats. So those are what we call syllables. So every time you see syllables, or every time you're pronouncing, let me not say every time you see syllables, every time you're pronouncing an English word, you need to know the syllables inside of that word as well too. So again, we're coming back to articulation. Articulation, 5 beats. Enunciation, 5 beats. Those are what we call your syllables. So today we're going to strengthen on clarity in speech. We're going to focus on enunciating consonants, vowels, and syllables. We're going to improve flow with the longer sentences, because I don't want you guys to not know how to just not know how to pronounce words by itself. I don't want you guys to just focus on learning how to pronounce independent words like these, like responsibility, comfortable, understandable. That's just the basic stuff. I want you guys to be able to improve in terms of your flow when it comes to reading longer sentences, when it comes to pronouncing longer sentences.
Say it like linking sounds, right?
Similar to linking sounds, correct? Right? So that's what I want you guys to focus on. So we're going to focus on improved flow with longer sentences, and we're going to develop more natural speech patterns. Speech is comprised in all types of patterns. When people speak, they speak in patterns. So we're going to learn that today. So as a quick warm-up exercises for our new people, I'm going to start off with Mr. Arthur. If you don't mind, I would like for you to read just this first line right here for us.
Yeah. From here. Peter Piper picked a bag of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
Incredible. That was incredible reading. Thank you so much for that. Let me call another person. Mr. Omar, if you don't mind, I would like for you to read number 2 for us.
Problem. She sells cells by the sensor. The cells she sells are surely cells.
Okay. Thank you for that. We're about to sharpen that just a little bit.
Okay.
Try pronouncing this word by itself.
She.
This one?
Cells.
This one?
Cells.
Seashells.
Cells.
Seashells.
Cells.
Okay, so we're going to break it down just a little bit. Right here.
Cells.
She sells seashells.
She sells seashells.
She sells seashells.
She sells seashells.
Incredible. Now, let's try this area by itself.
By the seashore.
Shore.
Shore.
Okay, let's try one more time.
By the seashore.
By the seashore.
By the seashore.
Shore.
Shore.
Let's
I
try.
got a problem our pronunciation.
I trust me. I understand.
Yep.
We're gonna work with it. Don't worry.
No problem. Okay.
Let's start with this. She sells
seashells by the seashore.
That was way better.
Yeah.
Now, let's come down over here to this side.
Okay. The cells she sells are surely seashells.
Let's try one more time. This one is shells.
Okay. The shells she sells are surely seashells.
Seashells. Now I'm going to have you read this line one more time for us.
Okay. She sells seashells by the seashore. The cells she sells are surely seashells.
I'm going to give you 90%. The reason I'm not
That's
making
too
100.
much.
You're welcome. The reason I'm not making 100 because I think you mispronounced just cells right here. but that's still good.
Cells.
Cells.
Cells. Okay.
Perfect. So
Yep.
if you guys paid attention, right, you notice how in the beginning he struggled in terms of bringing out the sounds. But the moment we sharpened a little bit on his articulation, he was able to enunciate these letters very well. Remember what I talked about? It's all about enunciating consonants.
Mm-hmm.
When you paid attention to how he pronounced the consonants very well, it made sense. That's all English is made about. English is made up of consonants, vowels, syllables, and just natural speech patterns. It's all about that. So if you can pronounce the consonants being the S, she sells sea shells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely sea shells. Your English sounds incredibly amazing. So again, thank you so much, Mr. Omar. I really
Of course.
appreciate it.
Okay, absolutely. No problem.
Thank you. So we have, I don't know if, Rajiv, I don't know if you're still busy.
No, I'm sorry, bro. I'm actually at work now, but I want to listen to the class. I joined last week to the community, and I'm so excited to be part of the section. So I just joined, but I am still at work. But I'm listening to all the conversation what you guys are talking.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. I can try the third one, right? Or the second one.
The third one right here for us.
The 33 thieves thought that they filled the throne throughout Thursdays.
Perfect. Mr. Rajiv, if you don't mind, let me ask you again, which part of, where are you from exactly?
I'm from India, so like my accent is a little bit into British because we have different accent there. Like after the independence, we follow a little bit like British influence happen in our country. So our English is happening a little bit British. But I moved to US a couple of years back, and I did my school, and now I want to develop my American accent. So yeah, I see a lot of videos of you on Instagram, and I was not knowing you have a community like this before. I just opened your profile and see then there was a link. So yeah, I thought, okay, let me try this. I can talk to you, interact with you, learn more stuff. And your videos are so good. It's no, it's like comparing to the normal content creators. It's something new that you compare the languages from different places and you express it in a good way. I really liked it and I enjoy how you talk. So yeah, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. I owe it to you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So the reason why I asked you specifically where you're coming from as well too is because again, I'm also working with another guy as well too, who is also coming from an Indian background as well too. And one of the strong problems I've also noticed in terms of most of their pronunciation is it's sort of like the D and the T sounds, right? So sometimes it's interchangeable with, especially when it comes to the Indian accent, is that sometimes they will pronounce the T sounds as a D, or they'll pronounce the, what's called the D sounds as a T. So if you don't mind, I know you said you're at work, but if you don't mind just reading this line one more time and let's just break it down real quick. And
I'll sure.
Yeah.
The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday.
Perfect. Let's read it just one more time.
Yeah. The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday.
Okay. Perfect. So here's another thing I would like for you to do. Let's try pronouncing the TH more as a F sound. So more like what I'd like for you to do is pronounce it as the 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. So more like a F sound, not more like a hard D sound. Let's try it again.
The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday.
Way better. Thank you for that.
No problem. Thank you. Yeah.
No problem. Thank you so much. Let's have Mr. Nico, if you don't mind, I would like for you to also read this one for us as well too.
Right. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
Not a problem at all. I'm not blaming you. I think this word will be pronounced as pickled.
Oh, sorry. pickled.
Let's try it again.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
Perfect, perfect. Let's try it for you. Let's try the third one.
Right. The 33 tips thought that they thrill the throne throughout Thursday.
Try pronouncing this word by itself.
Throne.
Okay, this one?
Throughout.
Throughout.
Throughout. Okay, sorry.
Let's try it again.
The 33 tips thought that they thrill the throne throughout Thursday.
They thrilled the throne.
They thrill the throne.
So it's a soft TH sound. Thrilled.
Thrilled, right?
There you go. Yep. Let's try one more time.
Right. The 33 tips thought that they thrill the throne throughout Thursday.
Perfect.
I think I mispronounced throne, right?
Throne. So basically, for you, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a S and then the TH. So it sounds like you're saying thrilled, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to lose the S at the beginning. No more
Right.
S, and just pronounce it as exactly as how it is. The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday.
The 33 tips thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday.
Okay, that was good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so far, guys, I want to say thank you so much for working with me with this area as well too. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus a little bit more on sentence drill exercise, right? The objective, once again, is I want you guys to be able to read the following sentences with just a little bit of some emotion, because another way you can honestly help learn how to retain information, especially when it comes to English, is every time, let's say, for example, you're reading something, read it with emotion. Read it with character. So, for example, if you guys pay attention to teachers that usually teach with their hands, they tend to bring a little bit more energy than teachers that are just still and they're just talking directly to everybody. You see, when you move with your hands and you make facial expressions, it helps you to bring out emotion in what you're saying. So, what I want everybody to do, we're gonna start off with Mr. Leto. I would like for you guys to read this as if you're having a conversation with me. And I want you to read it read it with emotion. Let me say it like that. Mr. Leto, I would like
Okay,
for you to
right.
read this one. Yes.
The curious cat cautiously climbed over the crooked counter, while the clever dog circled the room.
Let's try it again a little bit more with fluency.
Okay. The curious cat cautiously climbed over the crooked counter, while the clever dog circled the room.
We're going to try it again. This time I want you to read it just a little bit faster, more emotion.
Okay. The curious cat cautiously climbed over. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm with my child, and it's just above me. Sorry for that. Another person. I'm going to.
Oh, so no problem.
Yeah.
If you want, do you want to come back? I can always call on you later.
Yes. I have finished.
Okay.
Everything. Yes. Okay. I can start. I can
Go ahead.
start right now. Okay. The curious cat cautiously climbed over the crooked counter, while the clever dog circled the room.
Okay. Here's what I was talking about when I was talking about emotion. I want you to read it like this. The curious cat cautiously climbed over the crooked counter while the clever dog circled the room. I want you to try that.
Okay. The curious cat cautiously climbed over The crooked counter while the clever dog circled the room.
Perfect. 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 Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Arthur, I'd like for you to read the second one for us.
A strong wind roughed through the small trees, rustling the red leaves and the wooden branches.
That was incredible. Let's try reading that. Let's add more emotion to that.
Okay. A strong wind rushed through the small trees, rustling red leaves and the wooden branches.
Nice, 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 nice. Let's read it again this time, but let's recognize the comma right here, over here. So take a pause when you come over there and continue. Thank you, sir.
Okay. A strong wind rushed through the small trees, rustling the red leaves and the wooden branches.
Perfect, 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 perfect. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Let's have what's his name? Miss Farah, I would like for you to read this one for us. Number 3.
The baker's delicate cake crumbled when he accidentally dropped it on the cold marble countertop.
Okay, very good in terms of pronunciation. Let's sharpen this a little bit. Start off with the first one. The first 3.
Okay. The baker's delicate.
The baker's delicate.
The baker's delicate.
Okay. Let's try cake crumbled.
Cake crumbled when
Crumbled.
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 Okay. So let's try this again, just this area.
The baker's delicate cake crumbled
Perfect. Let's come over here.
when he accidentally dropped it on the cold marble countertop.
Okay. That was not bad. So let's try pronouncing this one by itself.
He
Perfect. So just read this area again.
when he accidentally.
So what I want you to do is, what I was hearing just the E by itself without hearing the he. So I want you to bring in that consonant. I want you to bring in the H. He accidentally.
He accidentally
Perfect. Let's do this one down here.
dropped or dropping.
Dropped.
Dropped it on the cold
Marble.
countertop.
Countertop. Perfect. Let me have you read the whole thing one more time. Straight fluency.
The baker's delicate cake crumbled when he accidentally dropped it on the cold marble countertop.
Perfect. 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 Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let me have Mr. Omar, if you don't mind, I would like for you to read number 4 for us.
Of course. She explained the tricky equation carefully, noting the errors that were in the writing formula.
Perfect. That was not bad. Let's work on this a little bit. Equation.
Equation,
Formula.
formula,
Written.
written,
Errors.
errors.
Let's try the whole thing again.
She explained the tricky equation, carefully noting the errors that were in the written formula.
That were in the written.
In the written.
In the written.
In
formula.
the written formula.
Let's try the whole sentence one more time.
She explained the tricky equation, carefully noting the errors that were in the written formula.
Don't forget the the.
In the
In the written formula.
in the written formula.
Let's try one more time.
She explained the tricky equation, carefully noting the errors that were in the written formula.
Not bad. That was really good. That was really good. Before you go, let me have you read this one again.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The cells she sells are surely seashells.
I would have to organize a let me see if I can organize a consonant thing for you guys, everybody, and everybody's going to be able to use this to practice throughout this week as well too. But what I want you guys to do is focus more on pronouncing the sounds very well. So, Mr. Omar, I would like for you to read it again, right? But remember to pronounce it as it is. So, cells,
Cells,
sea,
sea,
shells,
shells,
seashore.
seashore.
Okay, let's try this again.
She sells seashells by the seashore. The cells she sells are surely seashells.
Incredible. Incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is just, again, once again, guys, I want you guys to understand that we're still focusing on clarity. And I know this seems like it's a lot right now, and it may be some minor exercises for you guys, and it may seem like some of you guys may be more advanced in this and others are not. But what I want you guys to understand is, if you really want to improve on your accent, we have to start off with understanding this, right? We really, really got to work on clarity in speech. And that comes by making sure you're pronouncing the consonants. That comes by articulating the vowels very well. And that comes by understanding the rhythm and the amount of syllables that are in each word. So because of that, that's how you actually articulate your sentences very well. So I'm not gonna continue to do more of these drills. What we're gonna do is we're gonna jump all the way down to a little bit of some exercises. And this one, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be student 1, somebody's gonna be student 2, and we're basically gonna read as if we're having a conversation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with Mr. Arthur, and what I would like for you to do, us to do, is this. The idea is I'm gonna be student 1, you're gonna be student 2, and pretty much you read as you go. So since I'm gonna be student 1, let's do this. And again, remember, the idea is you're practicing, read with emotion, pretend you're having a conversation with me. All right.
All right.
So I'm gonna be student 1. Here we go. I've been practicing my pronunciation every day, but I struggle with some words. I need to really focus on enunciation and articulation to sound more natural.
Hey, that's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sounds in your mouth, especially the ending consonants. It's all about control.
For example, when I say specific, I always feel like I'm rushing through the last syllable.
That's common. But once you slow it down and focus on each part of the word, it will come more naturally. The trick is to practice consistently.
That was amazing. If you guys paid attention to how Mr. Arthur was reading, guys, I'm telling you, that is how I want everybody to be reading like. You notice how he took a pause, especially when it came to certain punctuation marks. You notice how he was able to breeze through in terms of reading, right? Remember, it's about flow, right? Let me come up here real quick and let's do some quick understanding on flow.
Can I say something? Can I drop something into the conversation? What helped me is that to do a lot of doing a lot of shadowing, like just copy the annotation, the accent, or like the whole rhythm from an English speaker, like from television or YouTube, whatever, and then just stop it, pause it, and then just repeat it. That really helped to reduce my accent. So
wow, that's amazing. If you guys heard that, right? That's what everybody should be doing too, guys. We should always like shadowing. Shadowing is one of the best.
It's a big deal.
It helps. Shadowing really, really helps, guys. So I really encourage everybody to try that technique out. Shadow people, right? People that are speaking on TV. Every time you watch something on TV, like he said, you're watching a movie, mimic what they're saying. Just do it. It's going to help you improve faster.
One thing, yes. I found for myself that there are 2 types of shadowing, because I haven't seen it before. YouTube mentioned that, but it feels like you have one shadowing, you really focus on the pronunciation, and another shadowing is just focus on the sentence structure. So they're two different shadowing. This is what I've noticed for myself. And if I separate them a little bit, just do one for a while, I'm going to do only the sentence structure shadowing, and then I'm finished that with a pronunciation shadowing. If I like keep that in my mind and always train with these two types of shadowing, it really improved not only my pronunciation but also the dictionary. Your dictionary increases then. So with that, so that's what I found for myself. But yeah,
that is incredible. That is extremely incredible. That is incredible. No, thank you so much for sharing, guys. So I hope everybody's definitely taking note of this. I encourage everybody to join, because remember, guys, even though we're all in this community get together, we're learning together. I may be teaching, but there's so many different people you guys can learn from. We all learn from each other, and I'm always going to say I'm always ready to learn. And that's the best mindset everybody should have, especially when it comes to learning English. You know what I'm saying? Learn from each other. So please, I encourage everybody to try the shadowing method. It's very important. So with that being said, I was going to talk a little bit more about flow, right? So flow is being able to read smoothly, right? And clearly without breaking a sweat. So, for example, you come across a sentence like this, and instead of reading it straight through, you have extra pauses. Like, for example, Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I'm taking pauses in between. That's not flow. Flow is being able to read completely smoothly and clearly, and also, let me use this word, straightforward. It's very important. So aside from just practicing on mastering articulation and enunciation, and focusing on maybe the consonant sounds and the vowel sounds and all that other cool stuff, we got to tie it all back together. And that's flow. So with that being said, I want us to do, I'm going to go with Mr. Leto. I would like for us to go ahead and do some practice together, you and I. I'll be student 1, you'll be student 2. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and start. I've been practicing my pronunciation every day, but I still struggle with some words. I need to really focus on enunciation and articulation to sound more natural.
That was great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sound in your mouth, especially the ending consonants. It is all about control.
We're going to try this again, Mr. Leto. This time,
Okay.
I don't want you to take no pauses. I don't want you to use any filler words. I don't want you to say, and then say the sentence. I want you to read it as it is. Let's try it again.
Okay. That is a great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sound in your mouth, especially the ending consonants. The ending consonant. It is all about control.
We're going to try it again, but this word will be it's.
Okay, it's
all about control.
It is it's or it's.
It's all about control. Yep.
It's okay.
Perfect. Keeping that in mind, let's do it again. I'm still hearing the filler words, right? I want to help you break that cycle and read with flow. Let's try it again.
Okay. That is great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sound in your mouth, especially the ending consonant. It's all about control.
I'm about to give you a 95% on this one. That was really good.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's make it 100%. Let's make it 100%. So look, this one, right? Every time when you see a word and you see an apostrophe and then an S, it's pronounced with
yes.
It's pronounced a little bit different. So that this word would, instead of it being pronounced as that is, it's that's.
That's okay.
Right. So always keep that in mind. Every time you see that apostrophe S, pronounce it as it is, like that's or that's how it's supposed to sound. Let's try
Okay.
this. Let's try this one more time.
That's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sound in your mouth, especially the ending consonant. It's all about control.
Man, you're almost there. I'm gonna give you 98. 98 for this one. So check this out.
98.
Let's do this. Try pronouncing this word by itself.
Ending.
So ending,
Ending.
correct. What I'm hearing is I'm
Okay.
hearing hending. You got
Exactly. That is my great problem. I want to
okay.
progress because yeah.
That's exactly what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the H. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
remove the H
exactly.
completely.
I don't know why. Because I know it can be because of the th. The I don't know why I had an H.
Okay, okay, okay. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna sharpen that. So remove the H
Okay,
completely. Pronounce it as an E. When you see an E by itself, just pronounce it as it is. Don't add any other word or any letter that's not supposed to be there.
exactly. Thank
And then
you. Okay.
no problem. And don't forget to add the S at the end right here in sounds.
Sounds. Okay.
Let's try that same line again.
Okay. That's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sound in your mouth, especially the ending consonant. It's all about control.
I'm
I
sorry
want
for
to read
asking you.
again.
let's
I want
let's
to
do it
read
again.
again.
Let's do it again. One more
Yeah,
time. One more
yeah.
time.
Okay. That's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sound in your mouth, especially the end consonant. It's all about control.
I'm not gonna ask you to read the whole thing again, but I'll ask you to pronounce this again by itself.
Ending.
Ending. Perfect. So
Ending.
we're gonna
Okay.
start again. This time around, I'm just gonna read my part. You're gonna read your part, and then we're gonna continue. All right.
Okay.
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 I'm gonna start from the top. I've been practicing my pronunciation every day, but I struggle with some words. I need to really focus on enunciation and articulation to sound more natural.
That's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sound in your mouth, especially the end consonant. It's all about control.
Yeah, I know. For example, when I say specific, I always feel like I'm rushing through the last syllable.
That's that's common. But once you slow it down and focus on each part of word, it will come more naturally. The the trick is to practice consistently.
Consistently. Perfect. Perfect.
Consistently.
I'll put
Okay.
together a practice sheet for everybody, and it should be able to help you throughout the week as well too. So you guys will have some
Okay.
homework to do. All right, let me get Mr. Omar to do this with me.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna start with student one. Let's go. I've been
Mm.
practicing my pronunciation every day, but I struggle with some words. I need to really focus on enunciation and articulation to sound more natural.
That's great. That's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxing and shaping the sound in your mouth, especially the ending consonant. It's all about control.
Yeah, I know. For example, when I say specific, I always feel like I'm rushing through the last syllable.
That's common. But once you slow it down and focus on each part of the word, it will come more naturally. The trick is to practice consistently.
I would give you a 99.5. So the reason I'm gonna give you a 99.5 in this one, because number one, you read it very well, and I really appreciate you for that. I would say there's just some specific words you're mispronouncing them, right? So
Mm.
let's try this one right here.
Once.
Once.
Oh yeah, once.
Correct.
Got
Once.
it.
So,
Once.
and then I think the last one would be try this one.
Relax it.
Relaxed.
Oh, relaxed.
Right.
Relaxed.
So
Okay.
for you, I would say the issue with you is not that you can't read clearly, but the issue with you is learning how to pronounce the right vocabularies well. Right.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I would focus more on that as well too. So just to give you another example would be just learning how to pronounce the words very well according to how it's meant to be pronounced, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Of course.
Real quick, before we I move on to the next person, I would like for you to read the following, starting from communication.
For me,
Yeah, what y'all doing, man?
Oh, what's going on, Lewis? How you doing?
I'm good.
It's a
I'm
pleasure to
late.
have you.
I'm late.
Yeah, you almost missed today's session. I hope you all is well.
Okay. But I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man. Thanks for asking. But thank you for joining.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Omar, if you don't mind, I would like you to continue.
okay, let's go. Communication, announcement, availability, development, direction, relationship, adjustment, encouragement, environment.
Adjustment. Try pronouncing this as
I'm sorry?
try pronouncing it as adjustment,
Adjustment,
encouragement,
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 environment.
environment.
So I would urge you to focus more on properly pronouncing each word very well. I'm gonna put together something for you guys, like I said before, and I really want you to go through it. Practice, 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 guys. I promise you, this is really gonna help you out. But thank you for such an outstanding reading as well, too. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
All right, perfect. Let's have let me do Miss Farah real quick. Miss Farah, if you don't mind, I would like for you to read with me. Okay, so I'll do student one. Let's go. I've been practicing my pronunciation every day, but I struggle with some words. I need to really focus on enunciation and articulation to sound more natural.
That's great. I'm sorry. That's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sounds in your mouth, especially the ending consonant. It's all about control.
Yeah, I know. For example, when I say specific, I always feel like I'm rushing through the last syllable.
That's common, but once you slow it down and focus on each part of the word, it will come more naturally. The trick is to practice constantly.
Consistently.
Consistently.
Thank you so much. That was really good. I'll also give you a 99.5. I would also encourage you to also try when you read these sentences, right? Don't take a break unless you need to take a break. Actually, unless you have to take a break. Meaning, when you're reading and you come across, the only time you're supposed to take a break, especially when you're reading, is when you come across a punctuation, like a comma, or for example, an exclamation mark. So I like how you read initially, how you read this specific first line right here. You said, that's great progress. Stop. Then you read the next one. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sounds in your mouth. Pause. Especially the ending consonants. Pause. It's all about control. So every time you're supposed to take a pause, you take a pause every time you see a punctuation. And that
I'm sorry. My problem, I have some hesitation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for some word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it that you're trying to learn how to pronounce the word very well? Or
Yes.
I see. I would say this. I understand that maybe you're trying to pronounce the word very well, but since you're kind of like starting off, just read it as it is, and then go back and work on it.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you so much for that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have what's it called, Mr. Nico, if you don't mind, let's do this together real quick.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna start with student one. I've been practicing my pronunciation every day, but I struggle with some words. I need to really focus on enunciation and articulation to sound more natural.
That's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sounds in your mouth, especially the ending consonants. It's all about control.
Yeah, I know. For example, when I say specific, I always feel like I'm rushing through the last syllable.
That's common. But once you slow it down and focus on each part of the word, it will come more naturally. The trick is to practice consistently.
Bro, I have to give you a 99.9. That was good. That was really good. That was really, really good. I would always say that for you, I think it's more about pronouncing the consonant sounds. Like, for example, I always hear like an S, usually at the beginning of the TH sounds, right?
Mhm.
So let's focus on removing that extra consonant that's not needed and pronouncing it as it is. That's what I would say for
Right.
you. Incredible, man. Incredible reading. Let's do Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, since you missed today's class, let's do this together, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. All right, I'll be student 1. So let's go.
Yeah,
I've been practicing my pronunciation every day, but I struggle with some words. I need to really focus on enunciation and articulation to sound more natural.
that's great progress. Focus on keeping your tongue relaxed and shaping the sounds in your mouth, especially the ending consonants. It's all about control.
Yeah, I know. For example, when I say specific, I always feel like I'm rushing through the last syllable.
That's common. But once you slow it down and focus on each part of the word, it will become more naturally. The trick is to practice consistently.
That was incredible. Mr. Lewis, I also give you the same amount, 99.9. I would say if you guys, one thing I
Yeah.
would say for everybody is one takeaway that I would like for everybody to take away from how he read was how he didn't have to read fast. But even though he read a little bit slow, he still read with the same pace. You see what I'm saying? He was reading
Mhm.
slow, but he was reading with the same exact pace. So I want everybody to learn that sometimes if you find it very difficult for you to read fast, you don't have to read fast. You can read slow, but keep the same rhythm. So, Mr. Lewis, I would say thank you so much for that. I would just say definitely try to include more of these words as well too. So when you come across, for example, you completely skipped out on this word. The trick is to practice consistently. So I would always say when you're reading as well too, or when you come across certain words, don't leave them out. Include them all in while you read.
I get it.
All right. Thank you so much for that as well too. So yeah, everybody, I want to say thank you